It's welcome back, guys. What's your first time here? I'm Vision here, Brian Entertainment. As in our video, take out another Power Rangers Fury video coming for you. Now, Power Rangers Hunter Instant. Don't forget to hit subscribe button down below. Hit that bell icon. There's some more Power Rangers content from me. Moving forward. Now, let's begin. Now, today's Power Ranger Fury video comes from Power Rangers Ninja Storm. Now, this is one I feel like not a whole lot of people talk about, and I was, going over some things with some old videos, and I just kind of got me thinking, and it's where is or whatever happened to, or why isn't there a yellow Ninja Storm Thunder Ranger? And this is something that I've been really interested in, and I find it very interesting. I know Sentai did something with this a few years back or recently with creating like I don't know if they call it gold or whatever, Thunder Ranger. I always found it interesting though that we never got one, because we got like the Crimson and Navy one to go with red and blue Wind Ranger, but you never got a yellow one. So it's always interested me as to what happened there. And even if you go back and watch Ninja Storm, when Blake and Hunter get their Morphers, they only have two there. There is not a third one. So what happened there? Where is that kind of power? Like, why isn't there a Gold Ranger? I'm going to just say gold because I don't really know what else you'd call it. You have Navy and Crimson. I'm just going to say Gold Thunder Ranger just because we don't have a name for it, and that's just what I'm going to call it. But, we don't have a Gold Thunder Ranger. So, I kind of got some theories. Now, one theory I thought was interesting, that I thought might be interesting, was maybe it was lost through time. We know that at some point, Lothar, went into space and, he's collected these villains. Maybe at some point he came back to Earth and, stole that Morpher and, destroyed it or something. It does kind of fall apart in the fact that why wouldn't he, give it to Mara or Capri to use, or find another person he could corrupt like Blake and Hunter to take on those powers. So if Lothar did find it, I would say he destroyed it just because it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense why he wouldn't use it later on. Now, another theory I had is that it was an incomplete Morpher. Like, we've seen in the past, maybe they're working on Gold Thunder Ranger powers and a Morpher and a Zord and whatnot, but maybe it was just never completed. Maybe at that time, they hadn't completed the technology to make that kind of power. So that would explain why there's no Gold Thunder Ranger. Another theory I've seen going around is that maybe there was a Thunder Ranger, but when, you had Lothar attack the Thunder Ranger, when he attacked the Thunder Ranger Academy or Thunder Academy, whatever you're going to call it, maybe that Ranger was there, but they ended up dying in battle. And that's what happened to him. Again, you'd think that Lothar would kind of take those powers to use. That's why I kind of feel like maybe it didn't, unless in that battle, when that Gold Ranger died, the Morpher was destroyed or the powers died too. So that would be another thing that could have happened. There's a lot of theories that go on there. And I kind of wish there was more there. I know, in real life, they kind of was considering doing that, but due to budget restraints, they weren't able to do that, which kind of sucks. I also think they said that they would have to do their own original footage, work around the whole Sentai footage, since Sentai only had 2 Thunder Rangers. So they'd have to work around there. So in the long run for PR, it would have been more expensive. So I see why they didn't, but it kind of is a little disappointing. I would have been curious to see that, especially having Dustin or Tori, if it was a female, having to fight another Ranger, because it was always 3-on-2 or 2-on-1, whatever you want to say it. So it always I didn't never really like that. But, I figured it was definitely a little bit disappointing. You could even have it be the sensei's daughter from the Thunder Academy. We know she was still around after they attacked the Thunder Academy. So they could have made her the Yellow Ranger. Or even if they wanted to, even if they couldn't get around Sentai footage, make it like they had a Thunder Ranger or Gold Thunder Ranger, but they could only be used in emergency. So only when there's a big important thing that happens, that's when they call in the Ranger. Even if they don't have a Zord, they can call in the Ranger for emergencies. There's the the Earth is on the brink, so you call in the Gold Thunder Ranger to come save them or help them. Like, I think that would have been a good way to do it. Get around Sentai stuff. You can still incorporate it. You don't have to give them a Zord. They're just there for emergencies. Granted, yes, it would have been kind of annoying that we didn't get to see them in a Zord or, whatnot. But I do think that would have been an interesting aspect. But there is a lot of possibilities there out there. These are just like some of the ones that come to my head as I was making this video. I'm sure some of you guys have other theories. Like, again, maybe in the past, because we know Cam going into the past changed certain events. Maybe there was originally supposed to be a Gold Thunder Ranger, but due to Cam going back in time, things got mixed up and those powers were never created or were lost or destroyed or something. There's always different possibilities in this show, and I'm just kind of interested to hear some of your thoughts, Pains. These were just mine. Like, what do you think? Do you agree with me? Do you think that Wilfer, like, taking them or destroying them when he attacks the Thunder Academy doesn't make sense because it would make more sense that he'd want to use them? Do you like the idea that the Gold Ranger died in battle? Do you like the idea that just the Gold Thunder Ranger powers were just never completed and never gotten to? That also might fall apart in the fact that maybe Wilfer would have wanted to try to complete them himself. Then again, Wilfer isn't that tech savvy, so maybe he wouldn't have been able to. So, that one might work out better. But those are just my thoughts, Pins. Let me know yours. Which one do you like? Which one do you think is the least plausible? Drop your own theories as to why you don't think there's a Gold Ranger in the comment section. I always love to hear from you guys. Get your own theories. Maybe I'll react to your theories. But those are just mine. There's always different possibilities out there. Maybe in the future in the US we could get a Gold Ranger. I know in the Sentai they kind of did it because people didn't like it. But, maybe, I know we're getting a Reboot universe, but it'd be kind of cool if they ever did return here. Maybe if they ever did a Ninja Storm one-shot comic, they could introduce it there. That's another possibility. I know there's kind of stuff going on with the comics now, so you never know. But, we'll have to just wait and see. I highly doubt we'll get anything, but it's just a theory I thought. Let me know your thoughts, Pins. Do you like my theories? Do you not? Are you in the middle? Do you have your own? All that good stuff in the comment section down below. So yeah, guys, those are my theories as to why there is no Gold Thunder Ranger in Power Rangers Ninja Storm. As always, if you guys feel, don't get a big thumbs up and share. Don't forget to hit subscribe and down below. Hit that bell icon. There's more Power Rangers content from me moving forward. And go follow me on Twitter, which about section of my YouTube channel. As always, I'm Vision here, Entertainment, and I'll see you next time.